Live from your local news leader, KAMR Local 4 News at 10 starts now.
A special celebration today at Cannon Air Force Base.
Thanks for joining us. Air Commandos at the base are welcoming their new commander at a change of command ceremony. Colonel Robert Masitis will now be assuming command of the 27th Special Operations Wing. KAMR Local 4's Maggie Glenn introduces us to the new commander. That story topping our news tonight at 10.
To say it is an honor to stand here in front of you this morning is a serious understatement.
Colonel Robert Masitis becoming commander today, taking over for Colonel Stuart Hammonds.
As a person who generally prides himself in being able to find the right words for an occasion, I'll be honest that the best that I could come up with this morning is deeply humbled.
Colonel Masitis was previously stationed at Cannon Air Force Base years ago. Today, he's excited to return, although things feel a little bit different.
While we were always had a sense of pride, it was in pockets and really sort of unit-centric. But I will tell you that when I come back here now, it seems to be installation-wide, and it's across the wing, and it is palpable to me. And I just want you to know that as an outsider coming back in, I can feel it, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Outgoing Commander Colonel Hammonds made sure to thank everyone in his wing.
You are what has made this tour the most rewarding assignment of my career, and I have been humbled and honored to serve you as your wing commander. No words can describe how impressed I am with each and every one of you, so I'll just say from the heart, thank you.
And in turn, Colonel Masitis thanked him.
The square foot of this place that hasn't been made better by some fashion of you being in command of it. I just want you to know Julie and I are extremely grateful for the turnover and all the effort that you two spent doing what you do and turning this over, this well-oiled machine that's firing on all cylinders.
Now, over the course of his career, Colonel Masitis has logged over 3,500 flying hours, with over 1,000 of those taking place in combat. He's looking forward to this next flight of his career. Live in studio, Maggie Glenn, KAMR Local 4 News. Jackie.
Maggie, thank you. Colonel Hammonds is on his way to serve in his next position at the Joint Base in San Antonio, Lackland.
The Democratic National Committee is warning 2020 presidential candidates not to use a popular app developed in Russia, FaceApp. You've been seeing it on Facebook a lot lately. It allows users to manipulate pictures in their smartphones, which includes making people look older. Well, the DNC sent a security alert to Democratic campaigns saying the app may have access to photos in people's phones. FaceApp was released in 2017, but it went viral this week as some celebrities and public figures shared their pictures edited through the app. It makes, say, the app's research and development was done in Russia. The user data does not go through that country. A top DNC security official says that potential privacy exposure is still unclear, but the risk outweigh the benefits.
Crime Stoppers needs your help finding a suspect who broke into Wonderland Park. We'll show you that video in just a moment. First, let's get a check of our forecast. Meteorologist Brittany Trumpy joining us now live in studio with the very latest. Brittany, it seems like we've gotten the same sort of pattern, the same routine. Hot in the afternoon and then this chance for showers and thunderstorms in the evenings.
You are right, Jackie. It has been the same kind of pattern day after day, and we're gonna see a pretty similar pattern for tomorrow. If we take a look outside right now, we are seeing once again some scattered showers throughout our northeastern counties. They started to develop out in Union County and are starting to push southwest towards our area. They are starting to kind of run out of steam. I don't expect them to kind of reach Amarillo, but we could be seeing just a couple of very light sprinkles as we head towards morning. Right now we're looking at about 85 degrees here in Amarillo. Feel like temperature a little bit cooler, down to about 84. Still plenty comfortable out there with that humidity down to about 36% and that nice breeze at about 13 miles per hour. For your day planner for tomorrow, we are expecting much warmer conditions. Daytime high of about 102 here in Amarillo. Again, normal, or our record for tomorrow, is about 105. I don't see us reaching that here in Amarillo, but other portions of our region could be seeing some record-setting heat. I will have details on that in just a little bit. But for right now, I'll send it back to you, Jackie.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Warrants have been issued for two men arrested in Clayton who are believed to be suspects in two home invasions earlier this month in Canyon. Christopher and Devon McLean were arrested for aggravated robbery and theft of property after a traffic stop in Clayton. On July 5th, Canyon police responded to two home invasion complaints hours apart from each other. During the second attempt, a 71-year-old man was injured while fighting off the robber, and a car was stolen. Police say both Christopher and Devon were stopped in that vehicle in Clayton after it was reported stolen.
Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for information that leads to a burglar's arrest. Bizarre video caught on tape here. Police say it happened on July 12th over at Wonderland. The man seen in the video apparently broke into several buildings and allegedly caused thousands of dollars in damage. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. If your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn a reward up to $1,000. An Amarillo-based education technology startup is making a name for itself. LearnLounge. That is an app which helps universities provide necessary resources for students.
KAMR Local 4's Kaylee Green reports how the company is using its newest grant to continue growing its business.
LearnLounge got its start in 2017 when CEO and founder Alejandro Magallanes won the WT Enterprise Challenge, giving them $100,000 to get the business started. Now, a $10,000 grant from Rutgers University Business School is giving them name recognition.
This grant kind of legitimizes us in other parts of the country. Right, Rutgers is the fourth oldest university in the country. For example, I'm in the East Coast right now, growing our business, looking for investors so we can take it back to Amarillo.
Magallanes says their technology plays an important role in the lives of students, helping them to succeed academically.
So colleges are already having to find a way of supporting them. However, those ways are very old school. What we do is we modernize this. We make it on-demand tutoring. We make it easier to schedule one-on-one sessions. We give tools for students to know how to tutor. We provide everything in one platform, because at the end of the day, if we want to help students, the best way of doing that is by helping the colleges.
He says he was inspired to build LearnLounge because he was able to get an education, which gave him opportunities he wouldn't have had otherwise. The grant comes from the Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development's Black and Latino Tech Initiative at Rutgers.
If I was sitting in the committee with the people from Rutgers, I would tell them, I will not let you down. I will do everything in my power to follow up on what you trust in me. And thank you for all the students that we're going to help because of this partnership.
Magallanes says he hopes LearnLounge will bring students all over the world easier learning access, but he also hopes the company will have a positive impact on Amarillo's economy as it grows. Live in the newsroom, Kaylee Green, KAMR Local 4 News. Andy and Jackie, back to you in the studio.
Kaylee, thank you. 6 universities in Texas, New York, and California, they're all on board with LearnLounge, but Magallanes can't publicly name them just yet.
Magallanes says LearnLounge is one of the youngest tech companies to be vetted by Google, helping them to attract world-class software developers to Amarillo. City leaders are encouraging residents to attend a public meeting tomorrow over the Northwest Quadrant Seal Coat Project. That project is part of the 2017 to 2021 Community Investment Program. That meeting will be at the Northwest Branch Library. It starts at 6. City staff will be on hand to answer any questions that you may have. A local artist will have her work on display at the United States Capitol for the next year.
Coming up, we'll hear the inspiration behind her piece she calls More Pecan Pie, Please.
And again, we are seeing a nice breeze out there right now, but we are expecting very hot conditions for tomorrow. I'll have details coming up.
Northwest Texas Healthcare System welcomes subscribers of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas to our hospital, where you will experience the passion and commitment of our dedicated team.
House only at Texas Furniture.
Hop on Facebook and add us as a friend, or give us a like. Or send us a tweet on Twitter. Follow us for all the latest news. From your local news leader, you're watching Andy Justice, Jackie Kingston, Chief Meteorologist John Harris, and Clint Brickville Sports. KAMR Local 4 News at 10 continues.
More pecan pie, please. It's not just something that we typically say around Thanksgiving or Christmas, but the title of a new piece of artwork created by Caprock High School student Brianna Hernandez, which is now getting national attention.
KAMR Local 4's Meredith Avery tells us why that is some good news for you tonight.
When Brianna Hernandez thinks of Texas, she thinks of pecan pie.
The title was More Pecan Pie, Please, because here in Texas, pecan pie and cowboy hats are very well known.
Using her younger sister as a muse, Hernandez's other inspiration came from stereotypical Texas culture.
So I chose to draw my sister because I wanted to put something into my work, something having to do with family, which for everybody it's the most important thing. And I incorporated the cowboy hat in there because, like, to show people that we're from Texas, and for the title, I named it More Pecan Pie Please because it's one of our favorite treats here in Texas, and it's very well known here.
But her piece was also meant to encourage others to look past stereotypes and find something deeper to connect to.
At the same time, I wanted to give off the message to people that here in our nation, there's so many diverse cultures that we can learn from one another and make us who we are.
Hernandez's portrait was submitted to the Congressional Art Competition, a national showcase encouraging and highlighting high school artists. It seems the nation's capital wants more pecan pie too, since Hernandez was announced as one of this year's winners.
It's very amazing, and I'm very thankful to have been the one to represent our 13th District of Texas.
Hernandez's portrait will hang in the U.S. Capitol for 1 full year, and she will attend a special event in Washington, D.C. at an annual awards ceremony. In studio, Meredith Avery for KAMR, Local 4 News.
Representative Mac Thornberry got to choose the winner for District 13.
Now, he says, and I'm quoting here, Brianna's entry shows a great deal of artistic talent and creative maturity. He goes on to say that I'm proud of her artwork and it will represent our district in the U.S. Capitol building for the next year. Caprock High School teacher is among the finalists for the 2019 Harbor Freight Tools for School Prize for Teaching Excellence.
David Gibson and his program in metal manufacturing, they are in the running for a share of $1 million worth of awards. There's 50 teachers and teacher teams named as finalists. Those semifinalists will move on to a second round of competition where it will be narrowed to 18 finalists, which will then be announced on October 24th. You can get a custom playhouse of your own and help area kids in the process.
Next, how CASA is helping area foster children through their CASAs for CASA fundraising. But first, let's take another look at that forecast.
Again, we are tracking just a couple of spotty showers as of right now. I'll have details on their movement in just a little bit.
MyHighPlains.com, your local news leader.
Your High Plains GMC dealers.
You're watching KAMR Local 4 News, brought to you by Kelly Roofing, proudly serving Amarillo and the surrounding area. Now, KAMR Local 4 meteorologist Brittany Trumpy from your local weather leader.
Good evening and welcome back, everybody. Here's a really quick time lapse of today. Not a whole lot to show because we basically just saw beautiful clear skies throughout much of the afternoon and evening. We did see a couple of very spotty clouds start to develop, and we could see a couple more clouds start to roll in as we head throughout the rest of the overnight hours. A bunch of clouds are starting to push out kind of ahead of these showers that are going on throughout the area. Most of these showers are kind of already starting to run out of fuel. They're starting to fall apart. So I don't think the showers are going to reach as far as southeast as Amarillo, but some of their clouds could be hanging out as we head towards the overnight hours. Again, those are kind of going to start to fall apart by about 1 a.m. Not too much left. That's mostly just that cloud coverage that I was just talking about hanging out to start tomorrow morning. But other than that, we're going to see a beautiful day ahead. Lots of clear skies throughout tomorrow. Another chance for some very spotty northeastern showers for tomorrow. But other than that, just beautiful clear skies. A little on the hot side, though. Temperatures right now for Amarillo at about 85 degrees. Feel like temperature just a little bit cooler, down to about 84. Really comfortable with that humidity, only up to about 36%. Also, we're still seeing that really nice breeze at about 13 miles per hour. If we look back at today, check out that almanac. We saw that daytime high up to about 96 degrees, not too much higher than that normal high of about 92 for this time of year. Low temperature last night, though, that only dropped down to about 72 degrees, so we did have a pretty decent head start for those warmer temperatures. For your current conditions, about 85 for Amarillo, 87 out towards Tucumcari, a lot cooler out towards Clayton where they saw those showers move through, 86 for Perryton and Pampa, 89 as you head down towards Childress. If we check out your UV index for tomorrow, it's still going to be in the extreme category. If you're outside for about 10 to 15 minutes, you might want to put on some sunscreen to protect your skin from those UV rays. For your forecast for tomorrow, we are already going to see another warm start to your day. Lows are only expected to drop down to about 72 degrees here in Amarillo. Again, lots of sunshine, just a couple of spotty clouds. At lunchtime, temperatures are already up to about 96 degrees, and those temperatures are going to continue to climb. Daytime high here in Amarillo expected to top out at about 102 degrees. Record for Amarillo for tomorrow is about 105. We shouldn't be seeing any record record-setting heat here in Amarillo, but the rest of the area, Guyman, Dalhart, they could be seeing some record-setting heat. Clarendon could be seeing some record-setting heat. Same goes for Childress. Moving forward to Friday, our record is about 102, and we should be reaching just about that point, if not matching it and doing better. As we head through Friday, again, the rest of the region also seeing more chances for record-setting heat. Tucumcari 103, Dalhart 108, Guyman also 108, 103 for Pampa, 106 for Clarendon, 102 out towards Childress. The good news is we will still be seeing that nice breeze, so that'll help to keep things at least feeling just a little more comfortable. Extended forecast, we do see a cold front working its way towards our region. Sunday night into Monday morning, we're going to see it move through. That's going to give us a chance for a really nice cool down. Start of next week, temperatures will be topping out in the 80s, so it'll be absolutely beautiful. But again, before we get there, we have to get done with all of this triple-digit heat throughout the area. Very hot out there. Make sure you are staying hydrated the next couple of days. You can head over to myhighplains.com. We have that Sunday forecast for you guys anytime you want to check it out.
All right, very good. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brittany.
Amarillo area CASA works with children who are victims of abuse or neglect here in the Panhandle. The organization is hosting one of its largest fundraisers, CASAs for CASA.
Now through July 27th, there are 3 playhouses set up for raffle at Center Court in Westgate Mall. The playhouses are donated by My Dream House Plan, WT Engineering's department, and Beaton Bow Homes. Visitors can stop by to take a look at the homes, buy a raffle ticket, and learn about CASA's mission.
And it's just our way of kind of getting out in the community. So we try to always pick a location where people are naturally already going to be. So we really want it to be a time where we kind of come to the public instead of asking them to come to us. So it's a really great time to meet new people and, of course, talk about what CASA does.
Kraus Landscaping donated plants for the Playhouse area in the mall. One winner will be selected for each Playhouse. Let's bring in now Sports Director Clint Brickville. Amarillo Sodpoodles once again hosting the Springfield Cardinals tonight. Special guest there, too.
And they were looking for their 6th straight win. That's impressive.
Franchise best, and as you mentioned, the San Diego Chicken was there, and I'd say he was pretty funny. Like, I was laughing at some of his stuff. We got highlights from the Sodpoodles next in sports.
Last night, Fallon had Chance the Rapper with a big reveal for his new album. Don't miss Tonight with Joel McHale and Mark Maron. New Tonight Show. Then on Late Night, Seth has Jesse Eisenberg. All new tonight.
You're watching KAMR Local 4 News, brought to you by the Amarillo Sodpoodles. Affordable family fun with tickets starting at $6. Go to sodpoodles.com for tickets. Sports with Clint Brickville.
The Amarillo Sodpoodles going for their season best, franchise best, 6th straight win tonight in Game 2 against Springfield. And we're going to start with the San Diego Chicken doing his routine. It was kind of fun. The umpires got involved. The Springfield Cardinals got involved. Owen Miller getting involved in a double play. 6-4-3 in the third. Raider Ascanio lifts one deep and gone. That is a 3-run shot. Quickly 4-0. Cardinals win 5-2. For the 4th straight year, Brandon Slay, the 2000 Olympic Games gold medalist in wrestling and Tascosa High School graduate, hosted his annual World Champ Camp at his alma mater. Slay hosted around 85 kids today for day 1 of the camp, and he brought with him some gold medal help as well. The reigning heavyweight freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder tagged along with him and his other instructors. They were teaching kids all the basics of the sport of wrestling, as well as several nuances to get the upper hand in their matches going forward. Helping the kids on the mat and teaching them valuable life lessons is important to both Snyder and Slay.
We had about 85 kids, young adults here, boys and girls, ages 6 to 18 years old. So pretty much anybody that wrestles here in the Panhandle was welcome to come. So it was a great first day having Kyle Snyder, who's 3-time world champion, 3-time NCAA champion, come to Amarillo and be a role model and motivate these kids. It's really special.
Coach Johnny Cobb there as well. Lots of knowledge on hand. One of the oldest golf tournaments in the Texas Panhandle will be played for the 67th year at Ross Rogers Golf Course, the annual Budweiser partnership. That begins tomorrow. The tournament is a rare and challenging format that requires both teammates to be on top of their game to win the tournament. 28 teams vying for 16 spots in the championship flight. It is a match play format with teams of 2. So the teams go head to head, and the format is called low ball, low total. There is 2 points available available on each hole, and when a team wins more points than the points remaining, that's when you win the match. Last year was a father-son duo of Derek and Kyle Kelting who won the tournament for the second time together. Kyle actually won it for the 5th time. They're looking for a little history, as they could become just the 3rd team in tournament history to win it 3 times with the same partner.
I think most years you're playing at least 90 holes of golf, and casual golf's one thing, but competitive golf is mentally fatiguing. So just staying focused will be key.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You know, Derek and I look forward to this every year, and I don't know how many more years I have left, but we'd sure like to make it 3 in a row for sure. And Derek's playing good. I'm playing okay myself, and you know, when you look at the field, though, this is not an easy task.
From golf to football, as we continue our Big 12 football previews now, as we take a look at the Oklahoma Sooners, who will be on their 3rd straight season of having a new starting quarterback, but they've been pretty blessed in that department. 2 years ago, it was Baker Mayfield who won the Heisman Trophy. Last year was Kyler Heisman Murray, who won that Heisman Trophy. This year, it's their 3rd straight season to have a transfer quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who was the SEC Player of the Year at Alabama. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb talked about getting to play with some pretty special quarterbacks.
As a receiver, I feel like it's easier because obviously you have a great mind in the backfield that knows a lot about the game, great knowledge, and as an offense, we all lean on him. He's the brains of the offense. He lead us. He's gonna lead the charge. Whoever's back there at QB.
Rangers tonight, they got whooped. They lost by about 15 runs. I mean, it wasn't close. Rangers lost big. That's all I have to say about that.
Pretty bad. All right, Clint, thanks.
One final look at your weather after this.
Stay with us.
You can't sugar.
Everyone, coming up tomorrow on Today in Amarillo, we'll be joined by Amarillo SPCA to let you know about some dogs that are available for adoption. That'll be tomorrow bright and early at 5 a.m. We'll see you then.
KAMR Local 4 News is brought to you by Hudson Brothers Roofing, your local commercial and residential roofing experts.
I switched from Dodge.
We switched from Ford.
I switched.
MyHighPlains.com, your local news leader. News headlines and local weather with complete weather forecasts. MyHighPlains.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, we are still seeing just a couple of showers out across our northwestern counties. Again, they're trying to push southeast, but they're quickly starting to fall apart. All in all, we will just be seeing a couple of clouds left over move towards our region. For tomorrow, we are expecting already a warm start to your day at about 72 degrees, and then daytime high, that's going to top out at about 102 degrees. It's going to be very hot out there tomorrow and the next couple days, so make sure you are staying hydrated. We could be seeing some record-setting heat the next 2 days, so again, this is pretty serious, so make sure you're avoiding outdoor activity if at all possible. We do see a light at the end of the tunnel, though. We will see a cold front move through Sunday into Monday. That's going to cool those temperatures down into the 80s to start off next week, so that'll feel very nice, and we're also seeing more chances for showers and thunderstorms, and you know, we always like the rain around here.
We do. We'll take it. That's for sure. All right. Thank you. Ready?
Go to our website, myhighplains.com, where you can get more from us. Check us out on social media, too. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. We're on Alexa. We're all over the place. I took care of a chore today. I mowed my lawn, and I'm really glad that I did because it's going to be hotter tomorrow.
You're ahead of the game.
Ryan Palmer teeing off in about 3 hours.
All right.
The Open Championship.
The Open Championship.
Good night.